Everybody, I'm Jason Holcomb, afternoon announcer here at Campgrounds KKOK. You know, summertime is a great time to go out to a park, you know, whether it's a state park across Minnesota, take a day trip to see any of our beautiful state parks, or maybe go somewhere else, other states for the parks, or, well, if you don't have the time, you should check out your local parks. And here I am at Pomme De Terre Park, just outside of Morris, on the edge of Morris, and it's not only just a park, it's a bike path, also gazebos, and also a campground. And I'll show you some of all of that in this video because, you know, Pomme De Terre Park, I've been here for 9 years in Morris. This is my favorite place to go, you know, to get out and see beauty, see nature, and also to get some good exercise as, get some good exercise during the summertime. And I'm going to show you some parts of it, including coming up first, my favorite part of the park. And we'll do that in just a moment. Hey everybody, I want to show you my favorite part of Pomme De Terre Park. And actually, remember the entrance that we started out this video for? It's just down the bike path a little bit, and you come across the first of 2 gazebos. I think the first one's my favorite because it's, you know, right there. It's a great place to regroup when you're, biking or you're walking, you know, doing one of your walking trips from home. It's also a great place to take pictures. Also, beautiful view of the countryside and the river, the Pomme De Terre River, which the park is named after. And, you know, it's just my favorite place here in the park to go and, you know, to just relax a little bit and just zone out a little bit, you know, just, well, not too zoned out, but, you know, enough to get re-energized, you know. And I figured, you know, this is my favorite place in the park, and it's right there, so I'm going to not save it for last and show you it right now. Now, the next view, we'll have a much better we'll have a much better view of the bike paths of Pomme De Terre Park from a really cool vantage point. That's coming up. And now we're here at Pomme De Terre Overlook, part of the West Central Research and Outreach Center at the University of Minnesota Morris. And it's not technically part of the park, but hey, it is close enough to the bike paths to have a nice scenic view of the bike paths in the river. And also, it's just a good 1-2 punch when you come here to visit. You know, come to the gardens. It's free and open to the public. And then walk along the bike path and bike along the bike path, walk on it, what have you. Or you could drive around it. You know, you can also do a nice scenic drive of the river as well. And actually, you'll find some cool wildlife over here. When I first came in, I saw a little mouse thing came through. I don't know if what it exactly was because it was pretty close. But hey, I do have one special visitor on this trip. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, look at that. A nice big snapper turtle or something along that lines. Don't worry. He's doing okay. I love turtles, and I figured this is too cool not to include in the video because you never know what you see here at the park and at the Pomme De Terre Overlook. And now we're going to our final segment as we talk about the Pomme De Terre campgrounds and all the amenities that you'll find there. Say hi, turtle. And here we are, our final stop of our tour of Pomme De Terre Park. We've shown the park, we've shown the bike grounds, and now the campgrounds. Yes, indeed. And if you hear some water rushing right now, that's not just the river. I bet you can hear that pretty loudly on some days. But actually, Pomme De Terre has a splash pad for the kids to, you know, go outside, get some exercise, and beat the summer heat. In fact, my nephews were here a couple of times at the splash park. They love it. Also, there's a playground for the kids, and for everybody else, there's horseshoes, there's disc golf over there. You know, lots of trails for people to take a walk and a nice scenic view of the river. And also, for your community events, you got several different shelters, including this one right here, Russ Kinship Shelter. Russ Kinship is a nonprofit here in Stevens County. They help with youth mentoring and family support. And each year, they dedicate a new brick to the patio. And they're sponsored by individuals, they're sponsored by companies and other people who support Russ Kinship. Every year they do a little patio luncheon and they dedicate a new brick. It's a unique situation here at the park at the Russ Kinship Community Patio, and you could always donate yourself to have your own brick placed in eternity onto the patio. And I figured this was the best way. Oh, and finally, I forgot. campgrounds, because way over yonder we have several RVs, we have tents, we have people who can plug in their electricity for their RVs, and people from all around come up here to, you know, just camp by the river and have a nice relaxing vacation. So anyway, that's our tour of Pomme De Terre Park, campgrounds, bike paths, and park. And the gazebos, by the way, my favorite. And you know, it's just a beautiful piece of land here on the outskirts of Morris. You know, it's a great place for anybody who, you know, needs to take a break from the hustle and bustle of daily life. They could just, if they live in Morris, they could just walk down to the bike paths, or maybe, you know, just take the kids out playing out here, or maybe if they're not from town and want to find a good spot to go camping, there you go. Anyway, that's Pomme De Terre Campground and Bike Paths and Campgrounds, and I hope everyone has a chance, if they ever come to Morris, to swing on by. It's beautiful here, especially during the summer. And speaking of which, happy summer, everybody. Take care.